Now, let's switch to the Victorian Liberals, who are very slow learners indeed. The Herald Sun's reporting that multiple candidates will be challenging Moira Deeming's #1 position on the Western Metropolitan Upper House ticket when pre-selection begins. It's going to be happening shortly after the federal election. There is a plot by Liberal operatives to end Moira Deeming's political career with the Liberal Party. Patrick, she's one of the most popular, one of the most effective and recognisable Liberals in this state. There aren't too many of them. Why are they so desperate to unseat her?
Look, the Libs haven't had any sniffer power since 2014. At the moment, as a Victorian, we are subjected to the worst government in my lifetime. Victorians just want to boot out Jacinta Allen. A head of lettuce would get elected ahead of Jacinta Allen tomorrow. But the Liberals, at the same time, are too busy fighting themselves. They haven't actually been a credible alternative for more than a decade. And now, this Moira Deeming business, it should have been resolved in a day, maybe 2 days, but instead we had a defamation case. We saw the opposition leader, John Pesciuto, knocked out as a consequence of that. They're too busy fighting themselves. And we are actually being poorly served by an opposition that is too busy fighting with itself.
And I have said all along, one of the reasons we've had such a poor government in this state is that we've got such a poor opposition. They haven't held them to account, and here we are. Finally, Patrick, we're talking about the Greens. Let's meet one of their candidates. Meet Avery Howard, the Greens candidate for Fowler. Goes by they, them pronouns, of course he does. Self-described queer, anti-poverty advocate and retail worker. Avery has signed up to an Australian Palestinian advocacy network initiative and vowed to support a complete and permanent ceasefire in Gaza and all sorts of other anti-Israeli policies, an end to Israel's blockade on Gaza, illegal occupation and apartheid, targeted sanctions and an arms embargo against Israel, many other things. I thought this was parody when I saw that. I mean, the level of ignorance to be advocating for a regime that would literally kill you. I mean, you would not go into Gaza looking like that with Hamas in charge. You wouldn't even go into the West Bank looking like that.
That's off the charts. It's an affront to truth and to decency, and it's totally wrong. And it's getting more and more offensive.
Absolutely. Patrick, Carlyon, thank you for your time tonight.